What is up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to the Daily HiFi Podcast. We do this every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. With me, as always, in the studio today, not like always, Mr. Joe and Tell. We've got Mr. Aaron coming from an undisclosed location, aka
Chana's basement.
It looks frozen.
Yeah, Joe looked frozen. Did you see? It's frozen. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Aaron? What's up, Joe?
What's going on, bro?
I don't know. Get away from my microphone.
This is a different angle.
I know it is.
I don't know.
Go
Why are you so close to me?
Get away from me, bitch.
Y'all are cute. Y'all are cute together.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
And we got matching drinks.
Mine's bigger.
Cheers.
Nice.
Joe's is bigger.
What's up?
What up? Hey, I guess we got to do the shout out to our friends and viewers in Florida and say, be safe. Don't
Be
do
safe
anything
out there, guys.
Because it's pretty crazy out there, man. I've been keeping up
Is
with
it getting crazy?
It looks pretty legit.
I haven't been paying attention too much, but
Tim and I were talking before y'all logged in. I was telling him I got a few friends who are in the Tampa and the St. Pete area, and they've already left. They evacuated yesterday or the day before.
Oh man, yeah, it's pretty bad. From what I hear. Yeah, so hopefully everybody can get to a safe spot. I saw something about like all the major highways are like blocked.
Yeah,
Trying to get out of there.
Yeah,
like, people ran out of gas on the highway. Like city. Crazy.
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
Nuts, man. Yeah. Hopefully everybody's safe. We don't want anybody to get hurt. We don't want anybody's property, and we want everybody to just be good. So let's hope for the best.
Oh,
I know what else can you do, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So where are you guys at? Y'all want to tell everybody where y'all are at?
We're in earthquake territory.
That's right. California.
That is
Los Angeles, California.
Ours are like surprises, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody's warning us. Nobody says, hey, hopefully stay safe. You just gotta be ready.
Be ready, yeah. Or like as Snoop Dogg says, I just stay ready. So I don't have to get ready. Right.
I mentioned before for the earthquakes, it's kind of crazy how the phones now can like,
oh yeah,
it'll let you know like maybe 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
You get a little bit of a warning.
5, 10, 30 seconds. That's a lot of time. No, not 30 seconds. That's too long.
That is so feel.
But like, yeah, you get a few seconds notice and says, hey, get ready. You're gonna experience some shaking. You're like, oh, okay. And then start shaking.
You're like, thanks.
Yeah.
You're like, what am I, a salad?
So yeah. So what's new? What's going on? What's new in the audio space, home theater?
What is new?
I see a lot of noise about the 1528.
Oh, the Arendal, the Elvish speakers.
Yeah,
the speakers from the elves. Where I see some YouTube videos about them.
All subjective stuff though. I want to see some. I want to see some objective measurements.
I think they have the measurements online, like how tall it is.
Yeah.
Right. How
they got on their website.
I guess just go to their website. They have some their frequency response, and I think.
Oh, you mean that kind of measurement?
They probably got it right.
I thought you meant just.
Sure, they got it right.
How big it was.
I'm sure
they have directivity data on. No, just the frequency response.
I don't know.
I don't know. Frequency response.
What's interesting? Last time when I compared them, I don't know if I did it here live, but the scale is different between the 1723 and the 1528. So it's hard to do a direct comparison.
Oh, okay.
So I had to overlay it to try to get an idea which one had lower base extension. It would just be much easier if
anybody.
If only we knew somebody, right?
So only.
Well, it ain't going to be me. So
somebody would put it on a
YouTube video, maybe
some kind of machine that would.
Oh, a machine.
If they had a machine that could measure speakers, that'd be great.
I
will say that I have been.
Call that? Would that be called the spinorama?
Spinorama.
No. Yeah, but yeah, that'd be great.
This one is the.
If only somebody could do that.
Yeah, I mean, they look cool.
You know what? On YouTube, there was this bald guy a while back. He was able to do that.
Yeah, he used to. Yeah.
Amir?
No. He had a big shiny forehead, no hair up top.
I don't know who that would have been.
I don't know.
At all to me.
I think he was. He said he was from Alabama. Maybe he's from Montgomery or something.
Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah, that guy.
I met him one time at a like an Axpona thing or something. That dude was just a total jerk.
Yeah.
He was like it was weird too, man, because when I met him, he was like, here's my business card in case you ever want to, reach out, and it had a QR code. So I was curious. I scanned the QR code and it took me straight to his Amazon affiliate link.
Sounds like the guy I know.
Yeah. That's funny. Speaking of which, it's Prime Day.
It is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So click on all those affiliate links from all the YouTubers. Shilling
I did the
stuff
same
out.
thing,
Me
man.
included. I was shilling.
Joe,
Aaron
I
was
saw
shilling
yours.
straight up in our messenger group. He's like, "Oh, I'm looking for this camera," and then he sent a link. I'm like,
Oh
"This is an
yeah,
affiliate link."
dude, I don't care anymore. You guys know what to do. I'm like, I hate having to like tell it to not do the other one. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Gotta do it from the app.
But
But
at least warn us, man.
yeah,
Jeez.
Yeah.
I do sometimes, and then sometimes I'm like, you know what it is. Like I'm
You know
telling
what?
I don't
none
have
of y'all are
to
going to buy
disclose
that
it.
thing that I sent anyway. So
That's funny. That's funny. So but yeah, a lot of talk about the 1528, lots of subjective reviews, and I just went on the Facebook group for Arendal, and people are like, I wish Aaron would measure these. It's just kind of funny. Well,
I saw that as well.
Whatever. They didn't send me any, and I think I know why.
Because that video that you and I made together?
Oh, you said they don't have base, and then everybody's like, "Of course they got base," and it's like, "Well, response by their own data, they don't have low base." That's the difference.
That's right. It's right. It's so crazy because when I emailed, or I'm in contact with the guys at Arendal, and they're like, "Yeah, that's kind of how we made it.
That's how we designed it."
So they were not upset, but the people in the Facebook group were kind of upset. But it's all good.
Even their new big old tower speaker rolls off somewhere like around 50.
That's what I was looking at. I thought from the, their marketing, it made it sound like, oh, these are gonna be, we're going all out with these. They're gonna be full range. Like I thought they were just gonna go for it.
I'm kind of a little bit perplexed. So their website frequency response, which I've got up now, I guess I can switch it over unless Chana still has it up.
But I just closed it. All
right, let me pull it up real fast.
This is actually kind of cool, just doing this full screen and having that over.
Yeah, why not?
This one.
Pinning.
Okay. Is it showing it still? Yeah. So that's their big tower with the 4/8. Sensitivity around 90, 89, 90 decibels or so at 2.83 volts, 1 meter. But yeah, you can see there's a knee around 50, just below maybe 50 hertz or just above it, somewhere around that area.
Right there,
and then it starts to roll off. I'm just kind of like, I'm thinking, I understand why they make it roll off instead of extending all the way down so they can get some extra sensitivity out of it, that trade-off. But I'm kind of looking at it like, why didn't they do it the way that they did? I think their 1723s roll off a little bit higher, maybe. I may be incorrect, but it seems to be the case that they rolled off a little bit higher. And I'm thinking, why not?
It's tricky to tell though, because on their 1723, it goes down to 10 hertz. And so the scaling is a bit different. And when I did the overlay, the F10 is about, actually the F10 on the 1723 looked a little bit like it went a little bit lower even.
Yeah.
But this one had more hump right there, like around, what is that? 60, 70, 80 hertz.
Can't
tell. 60 hertz. That one was raised a few dB higher than the other one.
Okay.
So the other one kind of just, it rolled off a little bit earlier, I guess.
Yeah.
But the F10 seemed to be a little bit higher. So very interesting.
I just I'm sure they had their reasons, but I'm thinking if you would have made it roll off a little bit higher, you could have got a little bit more sensitivity. Because either way, I'm assuming that they expect their users to use a subwoofer. Otherwise, they'd have made it full range, right?
I don't know. That's the thing, though, is I thought that they were gonna make these so that a 2-channel guy would buy these, it'd be flat enough so if they didn't want to apply any EQ, they don't really have to,
Right.
and it would play deep enough so if you're not into subs, that it would just that's all you need. Just get 2 towers, you're done.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it would go that route. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how different this is than from the 1723 overall. Like, let's say in practical use, right?
Mhm.
Because I understand that the drivers are different. You know, the material's different. They have that waveguide thing. Like, there's a lot different about it. But
Yeah.
in a practical sense, how much difference would I notice? Because I'm using the towers in my home theater.
Mhm.
I'm EQing them also. So after EQ, am I going to be able to tell a huge difference? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the directivity of these is like. The thing I do like about them is that they use a three-way design and they put that tweeter right near the mid-range. And I like that from the directivity standpoint, but
Mhm.
I don't know what it actually looks like. And then this measurement, I don't know if this is true anechoic because unless there's a really strong resonance at about 35 hertz, there shouldn't be a dip at around 35 hertz like they're showing here.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like so, I don't know. I'm wondering if that's not a true anechoic measurement, or if it is, then there's something
Something
resonating
wrong.
around 35 hertz. Yeah. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm hoping that because they have more data on their other speakers, so I'm hoping that this is just kind of to hold people over until they actually release them for sale, which I think I saw was going to be in December, and then maybe by then they'll have a broader data set.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
What did you guys think about their marketing rollout? Because I was watching again on the Facebook group, people are like, "What's with all the teasing?" You know,
Yeah.
they're showing ice, like blocks of ice, and they're like, "Just do the thing already." So,
Yeah.
Show
People get
us.
impatient.
Show me the money.
just show me the
Look,
freaking
hey,
speakers. Let me buy them.
what are you trying to do? Just show them,
Oh,
bro.
just show
They
'em,
can
man.
already see it. They can already see it.
Wim Amp Pro.
You have this?
No, I don't. I'm supposed to, but I don't.
You sounded so angry.
Mm.
He's so angry.
I'm supposed to.
Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for. No, it's on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't think you can get in trouble for that.
From showing a picture of that.
Yeah, don't do that.
It was the global warming ad. That was what somebody said.
Global warming ad.
Yeah, it was a global warming ad.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, you know, there's a lot of teasing, and I think the truth is, when it comes to marketing in this industry, it's not the same as cameras and DJI, where it's like, you know, they're not Apple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speakers, like everything here moves a little slower, and I
Yeah.
didn't know if that was the right play. I understand that companies don't want to cannibalize their previous product lines and stuff like that, but I think they're just totally different markets. They could have just said, "Hey, this is the new one."
Boom.
You know, that's it.
They do look nice. I know that. They look nice. And then I watched a little bit of Michael's video and he was talking about the weight of them, and they're like, I can't remember exactly now. I want to say they're something
Like
like
what,
170.
170?
Yeah, 170 pounds. That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna look real fast and just make sure that's right. But
What
yeah,
are
it
they
says
doing to these things?
174 pounds, including the
Do you
puck.
get like a little baby inside there? Like,
I
what's
feel
going
like-
on?
I feel like
Dude.
they're trying their best to make the heaviest possible speaker. Like,
Oh man,
what are they doing to these? Because first ones were HDF, which is
Mhm.
made them
Already
heavy.
heavy. Yeah,
So what is it about these that makes them that much heavier? A lot of internal bracing, I'm guessing.
must be. And I don't know what the drivers look like, but they might have big old magnets on them too on those woofers.
They're like, let's use the old school magnets just because it's heavier.
Yeah,
Don't
maybe
use that
so.
new stuff. Don't
Shielding
use that new-
magnets so nobody can put them next to their CRT and have problems with that.
That's right. Fred's saying he likes it. He thinks the towers look nice.
I'm
Don't-
telling you, you just need to make a 30-minute video and Fred will buy it, no matter what it is. It could be speakers, it could be a AV10, it could be a
Yeah.
Weem amp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So we'll test this thing later. By the
Yeah.
way, I'm here in Chana's studio and I'm able to hear his system. And this system sounds good in here.
Yeah.
It sounds
Awesome.
really good.
Glad you like it.
You know, the Acurus is doing its up mixing thing, and at first I'm like, I don't know, is it really that good? Acurus don't pay me anything, so I can just tell you, I'm like, oh, does a pretty good job. Like, wow. So that he's rocking the Monolith Encore speakers, and Monolith is no longer a channel sponsor of mine, so I don't have to say anything. But
You're not
still,
even on your channel right now.
I'm not even on my
Yeah,
channel.
really.
But these sound really good.
Yeah, they do.
These sound really good, and I'm surprised because Aaron, and when you measured them, the measurements were not so hot on these.
Yeah,
On
I
the
think I remember
Encores.
that.
I wonder why. Because like they sound better than that suggests.
I don't know.
Maybe
man.
the clipper was off that day.
Oh.
Maybe it wasn't clipping enough.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? You see what I did there?
I don't know. But yeah, system is sounding good over here.
And what did you say? You said it's awesome when all the speakers are equidistant.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. The fact that you don't have to tweak the delay so much; they're just actually in the right place.
Yeah, or they're from
Yeah. So
Right.
that, and then we kind of discovered something a little bit. I don't know if we discovered something accidentally, but we're playing some Auro 3D content. But his Accuracy doesn't have Auro 3D; it just has DTS X.
Yeah,
DTS X. And the Auro stuff was sounding pretty good through it. Like,
yeah, the Auro demos were kind of like sounding like native Auro, but it's just because it's all wrapped in DTS.
yeah, so that was weird. Also, I've done the same experiment at home with the Tone Winner Pre-Pro. That thing does not have Auro, and it also sounded very convincing. Like, sounded like my other system that does have Auro. So, for anybody who has some of these demos, the Auro 3D demos, even if you don't have a system that has Auro 3D, try it out and see what you think. I mean, we had the airplane fly overhead, and
That was
like, what the heck?
surprisingly realistic without it being like a native Auro situation. So I got my little switcher box guy right here, and I can switch 16 channel sources, and it's pretty awesome. And it's connected to these two units, and the first unit is channels 1 through 8, so that's the ear level and the sub, and then the second unit is all the height channels plus front wides, but I don't have front wides just yet. So it just turned off that one unit that has the ear level, and we're just listening to the heights. It's just like, this is pretty damn good for not actually being decoded in Auro 3D. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. So you guys try it out. Let me know what you guys find. Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. And speaking of front wide speakers, Joe just convinced me to buy new speakers.
Yes.
Oh, can you not hear me? I was muted. Could you guys not hear?
I don't know.
You're
Hearing me through here? You probably through the computer speakers.
I don't
Or
know.
the computer mic.
I don't know.
Couldn't hear anything you were saying, man. But that's just because I try to tune you out.
So
I'm just
you got
kidding.
some new
You're my
speakers.
Axpona buddy.
So I got some new speakers. Joe convinced me to buy some new speakers.
What are they?
The Encore T5 towers.
I thought we just went through all this.
Well, I didn't mention it, but they're $115 each right now.
Did you get them from Target?
Both on Target and on
Yeah.
Monoprice's site.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Joe's like, why don't you just run front wides? And I'm like, And he's like, just put them in here, man. You got the room, and make it all towers. So like, there's gonna be 5 towers in here. Wait, no, there are already 5 towers. There's gonna be 7 towers in here. You'd be like, it'll look like really cool. People walk in and they'll be like, damn, look at all these tower speakers.
towers as your studio monitors.
Yeah.
Because he's like,
That's right.
oh, I can't. I was gonna put a piano or I'm like, what do you
I was
want?
gonna play, I was play a little piano or something, now and again. But I guess he's right. I should rock a 916 because I just added middle heights. Fred was talking about it. Chano's latest Atmos video. I thought he was having a moment in his pants.
Did you see that video, Aaron?
No.
He doesn't watch. He doesn't watch them.
He doesn't watch my channel. It's
I do watch them. Not all of them.
Right, it's okay.
watch some of them.
I understand with Aaron. I have to make a 20-minute plus video for him to watch. Otherwise,
You do.
He needs, because
I'm
he
about the
needs something
stamina,
more.
man. I'm in it for the long game. I'm not a 1 minute man when it comes to these videos like you. So
yeah, man,
It was
Thank
just
you. There you
basically
go.
I'll have to remember.
Yeah.
Like, how does the rest of it go?
Yep.
it was Chana mute, like music is on mute and him just listening to it.
I was like, there's this one time I was like, somebody was like, this looks like a weird shower scene.
Oh man, I need to watch that now.
Yeah, yeah. It was a different type of video.
Yeah, it was
What-
my reaction because people love to see my reactions.
Oh, you made a
So-
reaction video. You need to do an
Yeah,
unboxing
'cause-
video too.
Yeah, I should.
You need to do an unboxing video and then do a video of your reaction to your unboxing video.
video. Yeah,
That's 2 videos like with minimal effort
I know.
because you got to
Well,
unbox it anyway.
it was like it was like 1 a.m, and I finally got them connected, and I just quickly like level matched them, and then I was just like, I played a couple of things. I was like, holy shit, like this is amazing. I was like, maybe I should just. Aaron will be excited for a logic reaction video.
like
Yeah,
That's good.
That's why he's not watching my Dolby Atmos video. He needs a Pro Logic video.
Just watch
That's
that old
right.
Jurassic Park again.
Yeah,
That's my Jurassic Park sound.
spared no expense.
Oh yeah,
Um,
there's no expense.
You got anything new in, Aaron, that you can talk about? Those. How about the
Those-
Kef?
those
Right,
Kef.
Kef is a recent review.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got those Kef Q3 Meta in, and I
Mhm.
mean they're all right. They didn't blow me away. I was actually really hoping for something that would just really blow me away, But they're kind of like the previous version, except the one thing that I noticed is different is the top end on the previous version is a little bit lifted, where these are
Mhm.
much more neutral. So there is that. But they
So
said
these
that they
speakers
would-
blew you?
No, they didn't cost that much. So they said that they were going to send me their Concerto Q, was the 3-way design with it's like a 4-inch coaxial. I'll pull it up.
Who?
Kef.
Elac?
Okay.
Kef.
Really?
Yeah.
Because when
let
I
me
hear
find-
concerto, doesn't Elac have a concerto?
That reminds
Dude,
me
no.
of like Sonus Faber or something like that.
Mm.
Sorrento or Concerto or something
Concerto.
Italiano. So racist.
It's a big when the moon hits your eye. This.
Concerto.
Meta 1,300 a pair. 1,300 a pair. Isn't that like by the R300s? Or
So I
no, those
think-
are
I think the R3
$2,000
Meta is like
pair.
22 or something. Yeah, 2,200 a pair.
22. Okay, so $1,000 less. Essentially.
Yeah. So I'm curious. Those are the ones I really am curious about. I want to review the Q concertos, and then I asked about larger floor standard versions. Hopefully they can send them to me. If not, I've already had people offering to send me theirs. They're like, "I'll buy them from Crutchfield and send them to you." And I was like, I'll just don't worry about that. If the manufacturer is willing to send it to me, you don't have to worry about sending me your stuff. I'd rather take the risk of dropping the manufacturer's speaker on the ground than somebody else's product and then have to pay for it.
Yep. So okay, you got what else? What other reviews you
What
got
else?
coming
know.
along?
Oh, that Radiant Acoustics. I reviewed that one. That's a really good speaker. They're like $4,500 US a
Mhm.
pair.
I do have a follow-up, and you didn't answer my question in the messenger.
What did you
Oh.
ask?
I said, is there such thing as an ideal in-room response? Because
I don't think there's a one size fits all. No.
like let's say if you had an omnidirectional speaker that was flat on axis, and so but flat all around also.
All around, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that the directivity would be
Flat.
flat.
Yeah.
So that means at your listening position, it would have that flat response that we say wouldn't sound that people wouldn't like. But I
Yeah.
don't know if it would be different because the speaker itself is omnidirectional.
Right. I think that changes things. I mean, the closest I've come to that is those little Apple HomePod things or whatever they got.
Right.
That's the closest
So-
I've come to a true omnidirectional speaker.
So what's ideal though? Like what slope? Because some have more of a slope, some are flatter.
Right.
Is there one that's just generally more pleasing? What does the research say about that?
Well, so yeah, I don't know for an omnidirectional. I'm not sure.
Or even because it's going to depend on how wide the radiation pattern is, right?
Right. But that's what I'm saying. If we're talking omnidirectional, then
Well, I just went
It's
there
the
because
same
I went to the
throughout.
extreme. I
Right.
went to the extreme.
right.
So like a
Mhm.
narrow versus wide,
Right.
right? Like what is better or worse?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say probably omnidirectional, but you probably still want some kind of taper to it. Like you probably want high frequency tapered downward, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
It's
I've not had the opportunity to listen and see measurements for speakers like that. Which, man, I went to Boston last week and I had
Yeah.
a setup. I had a time set up for me to go to the Bang& Olufsen store, and I was gonna check out the Beolab 90s, and they
Yeah,
got
what
other
happened?
ones there too, but I wound up not being able to make it. And I was like, dang it.
Oh,
Because I told the guy, I said specifically, I want to listen to the Beolab 90s because I want to be able to control the directivity. And he's like, yeah, we can set you up with that. Not a problem. And I was like,
Yeah.
sweet. But then
yeah.
I couldn't make it. So,
What happened?
man, I went to Fenway at 9 and then my day just ballooned from there. I did a Fenway
Hmm.
tour and
Okay.
then went to Harvard. I took my girlfriend to the Peabody Museum, which is the origin of anthropology. It's named after him. So we went there, and then we went to MIT and pretended like we were bigwig smart people, and we just spent the
So
day
you
walking
didn't
around
go
Boston.
to Bang & O.
Bang & O, nope. Go ahead. I mean, you don't even have to finish it. I know where you're going. The problem is that you can't come up with anything to finish it, but you don't have to. I know where you're going with this.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
right?
I know. I know it. You better
know
go
what
to
I mean?
Expona next year, Joe. Me and Chon are going to miss
Okay.
you if you don't.
Expona, is that the one I want to go to?
That's the one in April where me and Chon are begging you to go with us.
I want to go to.
I don't know if we're
Expona.
begging. I mean, he
I'm
can
begging.
go.
Expona.
We're
please.
gonna have
Hey,
a good
which
old
one's more
time.
fun though? Is Expona more? What's the funnest one? I want to go to the funnest one.
Whichever one I'm there with you, you'll probably be the funnest one.
Yeah,
It doesn't really matter.
but like, let's say, all right, so you went to CEDIA.
Yeah.
You've been to CES.
Uh-huh.
You've been to Expona.
Yeah.
You've been to Audio Advice Live.
Uh-huh.
Others too, right? So some more
Yeah,
stuff.
the
D
show.
show.
We went to
D
D
show.
show.
Okay, what's the funnest one then?
The
Just forget like I
Forget
guess
the audio shit.
the environment. You know what I mean? Don't say, oh, if I'm there, it's always gonna be fun.
Oh, okay.
Say that.
You got to take Joe and me out of the equation too. Like
Right.
if you were just by yourself, which one would you enjoy the most?
I don't know.
Which one do you think most people would just enjoy as far as like fun environment?
I mean, CES just has so much more to look at. If you're just looking for cool shit and you have nobody to be with, CES is awesome. CES also, if you have people to be with, like, dude, I saw Nelly perform at Allegiant Stadium at the TCL after party, which is like pretty fun.
Yeah. That's
So what Chana's saying though is CES is in Vegas.
Oh yeah, there's also
Oh,
that.
yeah.
There's also that.
So
There's
Vegas
also
is Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas has a lot. There's a lot going on.
All right.
I might see an actual EDM show at the Sphere at the end of CES.
So CES is number one.
CES probably the most funnest if you're like, yeah, fun.
Okay.
Now the only two that are open, there's only 3 of those shows that are open to the public.
Okay.
And that's Expona, The Show, and Audio Advice Live.
Because last time I went to Expo and I met up with Ron. So
Ron, yeah,
been a while then,
dude.
huh?
yeah, that was a while ago. Ron made it less fun.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm just,
I can see that.
I'm just kidding. No,
He's
we had a
very
good time.
serious.
We had a good time.
Very stoic. You know, they're all different. I don't know. I don't know if I can say which one was more fun. I know Audio Advice Live was cool because they had a bunch of home theater setups.
Okay.
And I don't really see that a whole lot except at CEDIA. And the CEDIA ones are like, okay, they're all over the top. I was gonna say the CEDIA ones are over the top, but even the Audio Advice, well, the Audio Advice Live ones, some of them, the cheapest one came in at like 50 grand. Not the SVS one. SVS one was cheaper.
Mhm.
The Klipsch one was cheaper. The Klipsch with the new Onkyo stuff. And I think the cheapest at CEDIA was like those JBL ones. Did I release that video? I did. JBL had like all the audio for a 5.1.2 was like under 4 grand. And another one with their biggest setup, 7.1.2, was like 5,800, right? Which for CEDIA is very, very cheap. But the Audio Advice Live ones, it was like 50 grand, 150 grand, 240 or something like that. But they were able to put like speakers in the ceilings in those rooms, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Axpona's cool because there's a lot of like 2-channel stuff. Axpona and these show, I mean, Axpona is really, really cool because of all the like Because of all the people. Because of all the people. You know, what else?
Okay.
You know,
So, do you think that there's room for improvement? Like, if we threw an event,
oh fuck yeah, dude! If we threw an event, it'd be the shit. Oh my goodness, everybody be walking around like Mel's in here. I'm like, yeah, because we're all the shit,
oh,
right?
okay.
Like
I was wondering where you're going with that because you're like,
no, we're not talking about booger sugar, buddy.
no,
Oh wow.
that is not what we're about.
No,
FYI.
no. I mean, the audio shows are very. It's, you know, I've been DJing parties for 20 some odd years. I know what it takes to make a good party, right? We already have music. We already have a bunch of dudes. Maybe we should just need some booze and some girls, and like, that would kind of like be a situation, man.
That's what Diddy said too.
Oh, hey,
wow.
hey,
Oh, wow.
Just saying,
hey.
Turned
don't
dark
get too
fast.
crazy.
Yeah,
You got to keep it. You got to keep it
Well,
audio related. stuff.
Right.
That's right.
You know, there's
Okay.
music everywhere.
Okay.
Can't
right.
nobody hold me down.
oh no.
Mm-mm.
Got to keep on moving.
Keep
Mm-mm.
on moving. Quit that. You a big cat? Where your chicks at? Where your whips at? Wherever you get stacks, I'ma flip
Who's
that.
bringing the
Everything's got
baby
big
oil?
dreams. I did that. Don't
Uh,
knock me because you're boring. All right, I'm good. That took me back to 9th grade, y'all.
It's not
Yeah.
snake oil. It's baby oil.
That should be the tagline of the show.
Yeah.
It's not steak.
Y'all be,
Audio.
Just say
SoCal Audio Fest.
you gotta be careful,
no
man.
snake oil, no baby oil.
No snake oil, no baby
There you
oil.
go.
Y'all gonna get in trouble.
Oh man.
Yep.
But as far as like audio shows go, I think there's I think like it's got to be fucking fun, man. Like it's got to be fun, and like a lot of it's no fun. It's like a whole bunch. What did I say? It's a bunch of dudes sitting in a room facing one direction.
It's really weird if you think about it.
Yeah.
Imagine walking to a room where nobody turns around.
Yeah.
And when they do, they look annoyed that you
That
came
you're
in.
there. Like, no. It's like one of these.
Yeah. Yeah. Sitting down, sir.
Yeah. Replay Bach Concerto number 5, please. Thank you.
Oh, gross.
Or Diana Krall, and then everybody can leave. That was the funniest thing when that guy played the Diana. We're gonna start with we use this speaker and this code. Aaron and I are sitting up front, and he's like, "We're gonna start it off with Diana Krall," and Aaron just looks at me and I'm like, and we both just get up and leave.
Yeah, we weren't there for long at all. I was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Those were good speakers, though. They were the Lingdorf. I can't remember the Q. That's what it was.
Yeah, the
Lingdorf Q.
Lingdorf Q. I actually
They
just
look
talked to
pretty cool.
Klaus from Lingdorf yesterday. And today's Tuesday? Yeah, I talked to him yesterday. They actually have a showroom in Hollywood.
Oh, really?
So I might check it out. Oh, good news. They're sending me a 16-channel processor. I think it retails for like $15,000. So yes, that's because of this. It's all because of this little guy right here. Because I can AB 16-channel processors from the main listening position. It's actually fantastic, isn't it? Isn't it cool? We just hit a button, boom. Joe's like, wait, what does it do?
Joe don't believe.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah,
It's
he's not excited.
I have to see it. I have to see it in action.
Yeah.
You know, with you switching between the two.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get real scientific about that, though.
Yeah.
You got to make sure they're really level matched. That's the thing that bugs me is when people do like a half-ass scientific thing. Like they'll do a test and it's kind of like, I'm glad you're doing it, but there's so many mistakes. And then they come up with a conclusion and it's like
based on a bunch of mistakes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you didn't even properly level match this and that. And you're like,
Well, how would you level match? Would we just have like a dB meter here in the main listening position while, let's say, a movie scene was going and like whatever the peak was, you should kind of match the peaks? What is it? How would you do that?
I don't know, bro. You're the one doing the test.
I don't know, man. I'm open to ideas. This is this still hasn't happened yet. I'm just
I would say if you're really,
here.
you'd have to try to figure out what you're testing. Are you testing out the
Also,
raw,
we're looking for something,
the raw like performance of that thing without calibration first?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I would say, Aaron, you can say if this is correct or not, but I'd try to level match, not just in one area, but as wide as possible. I would assume that if
Yeah.
you're not EQing them, they're gonna be
all
pretty
over the
much the
place.
same,
You
right?
think
I would
so?
expect.
Yeah, I mean, if there's no calibration, it's just they're kind of just passing the signal through.
Passing the signal through. It's all the same speakers.
I would
Treated
hope.
room.
Yeah, I would be surprised to see if they had like huge differences in frequency response without any calibration at all. So I would probably do that just to see if there's a difference, and then calibrate it default for both.
What's default mean? Just their basic whatever.
However
it comes with?
they recommend
Okay.
doing it, and then level matching. I would say, I would do probably around 1 kilohertz. You know, if you have to pick a point, where do you level match to, Aaron?
Usually
doing
in the
your-
mid range,
your-
like 300 to 2K or so. It's kind of where I go.
That wide range, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like the two old guys in the balcony of the Muppet Show.
That's it.
Who you calling old? Nobody old here.
Yeah, just level match as good as you possibly can.
Mhm.
You know, so if the response is very different, it's going to be hard to level match perfectly because they're just different responses.
Yeah.
Electro
Ash, the answer is yes. It switches.
You know what would be great is if you could invite a few people over to get their impression too.
I mean, that's the whole point.
You know,
That's the whole point. I did maybe we should have maybe I should invite Aaron.
Okay.
And Joe, of course, should be here. Yeah.
Okay.
I talked to the guys at Trinov. Now here's what Trinov wants. They want me to have 4 subs in here so we can compare waveforming to all the other ones. Is that fair?
No. No.
I'd have to have 2 subs up front and 2 in the rear.
You'd have to have all that set up prior,
Yeah, of course.
right?
Yeah.
So when you're testing all of the processors,
Mhm.
you shouldn't change your speakers up when you test the Trinov.
Should just run the 1 sub that I have in here now.
Well, they want you to test waveforming.
Yeah.
So maybe they said 4 subs is the minimum.
Yeah.
So have 4 subs prior to starting
For
the test.
everybody.
Yeah.
For everybody. 4 subs for everybody.
Yep.
Okay. I need
Call up
Chris Walker.
Yes.
I need something with the XLR input. Do they have XLR input?
I don't know, man.
Man, don't nobody know.
What else? So I got this WIM Amp Pro. You know what? I'm gonna review the old
one first.
The old Arendal 1723 bookshelf that I never reviewed. Why not? Okay. I'm on my own schedule.
Then use the Wii amp.
Yeah. So I think remember I
2
said
old reviews.
why they didn't send me
The new one. Because you didn't finish your reviews.
I haven't even reviewed
This guy.
I haven't reviewed the bookshelf or the subs that they sent.
No, you haven't
Or
done
the
shit.
heights.
You haven't done
Or the
shit,
surrounds.
Joe. Come on, Joe.
I did the towers in the center.
And what about the gigantic height channels?
Yeah,
These
I
things
know.
are bigger than my head.
I'm gonna do the height and the bookshelf together
height and the bookshelf together. Okay.
because they're similar.
Okay.
They're very similar,
Sure.
just different shape. So, yeah, I think that's fair, right? I'm on my own schedule. I didn't tell them, hey, it's gonna be out on this date, and go ahead and pay me.
You waited so long that they came out with the new speaker line.
Don't tell me you haven't done that.
That's fucking hilarious, bro.
Tell me your oldest thing that you haven't reviewed. That thing is old, bro.
I know.
You just pointed at a speaker. That thing is old.
I've been here. It's on my list of things to do.
What is it? You can't tell us.
He's not doing it. Just say, what is it?
It's the Vanitudes.
Oh my God, dude.
I have to shoot the
Oh my god.
that was the time was like right. It was about a year ago when I left my home, and that's what I have all this B-roll from the home in Mammoth of those speakers, and I'm like, oh man. And then we ran into you were like, hey, let's go check out Vanity. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, in Expona, remember Aaron? We walked in there. I'm like, I was like, all right.
That's
All
why.
right.
Hey,
I
tell
don't-
me the truth. Did you pop those tweeters on the original ones?
No, dude, I didn't pop shit, dude. Popping tweeters.
Remember that?
We're over here popping bottles.
You
I don't know.
remember
I know
can
what you're
tell
talking about.
The first ones I had Vanity send them to him. I'm like, yeah, my buddy also reviews speakers, and then he got them. Were both of the tweeters popped in?
No, just one.
Just one. One of the tweeters was popped in. I'm like, oh, dude, you did that, huh? You pulled it out of the box holding the tweeter, huh?
No,
He's like, nope,
Mhm.
he didn't.
no.
I still think he did.
They sent me a replacement. I just unscrewed it, popped it in.
It's funnier to think that you just did it and didn't want to say.
What were they like? Ah.
Anyway, what do you got in
What do I
for
got?
review? You got something?
So I have this beautiful
Beautiful.
$5,000 streamer. Do I really need like it's I actually have a bunch of footage of it and the unboxing and all that, but like
You should just do it right after this podcast.
what?
Just turn on the camera and say what you want to say about that thing.
I already know. It's just
All right.
there's that Hi-Fi Rose has sent me the amplifier. It's like $7,000. It's like 200 watts per channel or 400. The RBH speakers are over here. I have this Ruark thing that I got to unbox that Aaron sent me. I have your address now, bitch.
Uh-oh.
Better watch it.
Dang it. That's not cool, man.
There's a guy on YouTube that unpops tweeters. Is that like that's like the whole channel is about unpopping tweeters?
Unpopping tweeters. What are we talking
I don't
about?
know. There's people who pop pimples. I guess
Pimple popper, the tweeter popper.
Yeah,
Bro,
I guess
bro.
there could be somebody who unpops tweeters. Like, send me your tweeters.
Send me your ears.
Yep.
What's going on? Do we have any starred comments?
There's some
Let's-
stars comments. Okay, a long time listener, first time chatter. I bought the pre-order of the spatial audio calibration toolkit, sacked, but didn't get a chance to use it until last week. Only did the level match, but it already made a huge difference. Thank you, Mr. Joseph Lee. I'm glad you like the product. If anybody's unfamiliar with it, it is this. It is the focus. Spatial audio calibration toolkit made by myself and my colleague here, Mr. Joe and Tell.
Yeah. Can anybody else who has this? Can you guys shill it out in the chat for us? Because I'm getting tired of shilling it. It's tiring.
Nah,
Can you guys just do it for me?
No,
No?
I mentioned it in my latest video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No shame.
Somebody commented this video, if they're tooting your own horn is named after this guy. They were talking about me or something. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you do.
Hell yeah. You know what? And you know what my response was?
Hmm.
You got to be so loud, they can't ignore you. Right?
Oh, somebody's calling. Speaking of which, somebody's
calling.
calling them.
Hello?
Somebody said, Chana.
I heard it. I heard
Yeah.
it. Go
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys like the disc, you find it useful, let others know. That's kind of how we roll. Word of mouth is the best, right?
Yeah.
If you make a good product, people will talk about it. It might be a slower rollout than doing a thing where you're doing blocks of ice.
Right, blocks
You know
of
what I
ice,
mean?
sending
Maybe-
speakers to all kinds of influencers.
Maybe
I mean,
A
products.
slower rollout, but
and then getting mad at people for posting. Okay, Richard. I like Shauna's video on Atmos speaker placement. Thank you, Richard. I know Joe and I were talking about it the other day. He's like, "Yo, man, you gotta stop talking about this shit. Like, it's over."
about
So-
what? Oh, the speaker placement.
Yeah,
At a certain point, I'm just like, dude, just put the heights wherever you want. Then we told you where we thought you should put them. If you don't agree, then put them wherever you want. And
So-
just be happy.
interestingly enough, Rock AM was here,
Mhm.
and he brought his ADMs. ADMs, for those of you that don't know, are the Dolby Atmos master file. Once you mix something in Atmos, you pop it out. It pops out an ADM BWF is what it's called, just broadcast wave file, and it has all the Atmos metadata, blah blah blah. So he brought in, and you should have seen, like, he brought in his whole hard drive. He had like,
Why don't you just pop in?
hey,
You just tell him to pop in.
Hey, Gore, pop in. Come pop in. See what, like, he's running. He's running.
Pop in.
He's
What's
running.
up,
Hey,
guys?
how you doing?
What up? What up? What up?
Joe.
That's Joe. This is Gore. Look, there's
Guys,
This is the internet.
This is Shauna. Welcome, internet. This guy is a monster in his line of profession, which is audio. I love you, Shauna. Mwah. And you're the first time I'm meeting you.
Oh, hey,
This is
hey.
Go ahead and kiss him too.
All
This
right.
is Joe. This is this guy.
And by the
This
way,
guy has a good
Joe.
handshake, by the way.
I do, Joe.
Yes.
I heard a lot of great things about you.
Oh, thank you.
I have. You're a
Yeah.
mastermind in the audio industry.
Oh,
And everybody, you should know these guys, the king and king. Yes, they are.
Right.
So please always listen to what they're advising, because I know Shauna for a while already, and he's very sensitive in the audio industry.
That's it.
Yes, he is. Meaning to say, if something is bad, it's bad. If something is good, it's good. And
Yeah.
he will be always honest with you.
Yep.
And this is why I consider Shauna as one of my friends.
That's right. I
Cheers,
love-
brother. We
love
always
you,
have a
bro.
good time.
Hell
I
yeah.
love
Hell
you.
yeah.
And it's the first time I'm meeting you,
yes.
and I could definitely say one thing about you.
Okay, I
You
want to
are,
hear this.
you are a foundation to my friend.
Oh,
You are
hey, that's a
like
good
a
thing.
backbone.
Hey, I like
And
that.
I know this because of our dialogue I had with him.
I like
Many
that.
times,
I like that.
yeah. Hugs.
All right.
I'm
Oh,
starting to get jealous.
oh my God.
Guys,
Woo.
rock and roll. These are the king and king.
Yeah, that's right.
King and
Yeah,
queen.
that's right. I love you guys. I'm gonna go to a conference right now. Peace out.
Handle. Wow.
Yeah.
King and king.
Two kings.
Yeah, that guy brings the positivity.
Oh
doesn't
my
he?
gosh.
He
Yeah.
brings the love and the positivity.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
More
my
of
guy
that.
Gore.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. What were we talking about? I don't
I don't know how
Oh.
you can follow up.
Oh yeah, I don't know. What is the chat saying? Jonathan the Godfather. What a dude. Ah, next up, booty call. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to he's
wow.
clearly either been at the cigar shop or at the what do you call it? Or eating sushi, having
He's having a good day.
whiskeys, yeah.
All right. So what other starred comments do we have here? Oh
Okay.
yeah, speaker placement. You're saying something about speaker placement.
So yes. Oh, right. So when Rock AM was in here,
Mm.
he was playing his ADMs, his from like Mariah Carey,
Mhm.
from Rihanna. He was playing all these things that these are his mixes are on Apple Music. You can hear them for yourself. And you know, he would listen to a little bit and then he stopped. And I have him on video. He's like, you know, there's just something when I make a sound move from like a stereo up and then straight back, he's like, it just doesn't feel like it's actually happening the way I program it. And I think a lot of that has to do with speaker placement. And so since he's in a multi-million-dollar Atmos mixing studio it's called the Mail Room in Warner Music Group. No, Universal Music Group, because that's who he works for. And it's an 11.4.6 Atmos setup, mixing setup in there. And man, it is with all big ass PMCs, dude. Aaron, you'd be like, holy crap.
Yeah.
You know, anybody
Oh,
walking
man.
in there is just like, it's very, very impressive. And he's in there and he's like, man, I love what you're doing in here. This is amazing. He's like, and you're doing something totally different. And I was telling him, I'm like, yeah, it's about the speaker placement. If we place the speakers where we know they are firing individually in the Dolby Atmos renderer, that's where we should put the speaker in the room. That's it. So that's that. Speaking of speaker placement, I might actually have to divulge where this front wide speaker goes when I make my front wide speaker video, because people are gonna be like, that's too close to the front speaker.
You might have the
Might have
the
to.
secret's gonna be out. Oh,
I
well.
mean, every Atmos mixer already knows where it's
Yeah.
at, but you know,
It's not perfectly in between the two. Let's just say.
yeah, it's not 50%. Yeah.
What else?
What else? Here we go. What receiver would you pick? I want to upgrade to ELAC 3.0, 5.1.2 Denon, or the Onkyo RZ50. You'll have a little bit more flexibility with the Denon, but you can get the Onkyo RZ50 for a pretty good deal right now. I think around $900.
People were mentioning how the RZ50 is gonna get Dirac live bass control,
That's right.
but the odd thing is they don't have independent subwoofer outputs, and that's kind of the point of bass control. So that was a good point. I'm like, oh, that is kind of weird. I
$1,000
wonder-
bucks, $1,000 for that one. So if it's a price thing and you're only going to do 5.1.2, yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good compared to the, what is it, Denon 3800? What is that, $1,600?
So one thing I'll add to what I just said though is Dirac Live bass control is not just about multiple subs, although that's what most people get it for.
Right.
For better seat to seat consistency, and it'll EQ each sub differently, but also it takes over the crossover part. So normally, you can choose like 80 hertz, 100 hertz, right? Sometimes they're big steps. Like it'll handle all of it, right? So it might cross over at 87 hertz for a particular speaker, So it gives you the best possible crossover for every speaker pair, I should say. So I don't know if that's worth it by itself.
The other thing I would say as a not so good for the Onkyo is that you don't have a flexibility with the crossover point. You can do 80 hertz all the way around, but I don't think you have, like, you can't go down to 40, 60. But since it's a 5.1.2, I don't think they probably need that kind of flexibility. It's the new ELAC debut 3.0 system that I think he's going with speaker wise. So I think you're probably fine with the Onkyo and saves yourself a couple $100. Or if you want the Denon, it is only $200 more. $300 more. That's like a third the cost though. Yeah.
You can make up your own
Mind.
Yeah.
Is that the new tech office? This is the new studio. Yes, that's right. This is where I do all the live streams from. Joe's in here messing up my computer.
He's
I don't
over there
even know
unplugging cables.
It's essentially he like rewired them, so now they're crossed. Well, hopefully they're not. Hopefully they're not. But yeah, he wanted to come check out the space and then do a little bit of work here. Yeah, this is it. This is home base for.
What do you guys in the chat want to know?
Yeah,
we're just hanging out today. You know what I mean?
Who cares?
We're hanging out. What do you guys want to know about? What do you want to talk about? Anything else? We're just here to have a good time.
We're just hanging out.
You know what I mean? I think if you want serious, then there are other channels that are a bit more serious.
Nah.
There's some channels that are a bit more shilly, if that's what you're in for. You got options, right? You want serious, you want chill, you want people who are messing around. Yeah. You have options. Any other questions in here? No.
I'm just
not that
I rewound a little bit to catch up on the chat.
Did Joe mess with your Magic Bean setup? No, actually, what we're doing is Shauna has Dirac on the computer. You have to
wait. Hold on. Why do I have Dirac on the computer?
Why do you have Dirac?
It's so that when I mix Atmos, the Atmos mixing software and audio interface have time alignment and level matching and all that kind of stuff.
Now, here's the problem. The Dirac Live standalone app only runs like 7.1. Is that right?
Yeah.
7.1. So you have more speakers than that. So we want to make it work with all the speakers. And so we kind of have to figure out a way to make that happen because Dirac's app doesn't do that. So that's the trick.
Yeah. So there's this. So Joe hooked it up so that now, no matter what software I'm in, I can be in Apple Music, I can be in Ableton Live, I can be Logic Pro, I can be using the Dolby Atmos renderer. It will all go through Dirac Live. And I was pretty surprised when we used our new product specifically for music studios called Studio QC Pro, and it was running around the room. And when it played the front and wide with the Dirac on, wow.
Yeah, both of us were like, oh, that sounds pretty real. Huh?
That sounded very realistic. Like I was very surprised because that normal, and then we had it off, and it sounded like the front wide was coming out of the side. surround. So
Nah.
yeah, that was pretty cool. So never let the beans touch.
No.
You guys are hilarious. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
You guys buying anything for the Prime Day? You buy anything?
No.
I just bought speakers.
Oh, no, nothing?
Me? No.
No?
Nah, man, I try to save my money.
That's the point of buying it on Prime Day.
I try to save my money by not buying anything.
Okay.
Does
What about
magic
you?
beans come with a magical wand?
What I usually do is I'll put stuff into my cart.
Mhm.
And, you can kind of like take it out of the cart and it'll be like right below.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called. It's not like saving it. It's just like taking it out. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, I just keep it there. And then when Prime Day comes along, I'll look at all the stuff and see which ones have a big discount on it.
So what'd you get?
I ended up getting some like headphones, some Soundcore, Anchor. What is it? Anchor Soundcore,
Okay.
Liberty. I don't know. I don't know what the
Soundcore. What? Like,
Q. Oh, actually, they're Q30s. Q30
what is it?
for my daughter.
Hef? Q30?
No,
Oh, okay.
but they're like headphones that work well. They're
Oh.
just Bluetooth and
Well, actually, yeah, I take that back. I
they sound all right.
went in. So, well, I got some. I can't say it now, but I got somebody a Christmas present. They had a sale. Yeah, I can tell you guys about it later. But if she's
Christmas.
watching- yeah,
The fuck,
This
dude?
my
guy buys
daughter.
Christmas presents.
I got my daughter something. I don't know. She
Oh,
doesn't really
okay,
watch
okay,
these, but
okay.
yeah, I don't want
Nah,
to say what it is. But yeah, they had a sale on something, so I went ahead.
He'll
and
let
got
you
her-
know after. He'll give you an affiliate link to check it
Yeah,
out.
I'll
Yeah.
give you. I'll send my own daughter an affiliate link. So, like, tell your mom to
Cheap
buy this for me.
motherfucker. I love it.
Oh, Diddy likes magic beans, allegedly.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Eh?
careful.
Maybe there's a video about it.
Well,
Nope.
what can you do?
Nothing. You can sue.
I was gonna. Gosh, I totally forgot.
Anything else? Anything else?
I'm gonna have to get some cables. Let me relax a little bit. I'm gonna have to get some cables for these RBH speakers. Yeah, I think I might have to call my friends over there at Kimber Cable and have them send me some.
Hold on. So you're reviewing RBH speakers?
Yeah.
I thought that was something that only Gene did.
Who?
Gene, Audio
I
Hall.
don't know who that is.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah. That's
I don't
right.
know. I mean,
Gene-
they're sitting right there.
Yeah. I actually it's Shane, right? From RBH. That's his name? I think that's his name.
Kenny.
Is it Kenny?
Pretty much the same. That's close.
Hold on. I guess you're right. I don't know why I thought it was Shane.
This guy says he thinks RBH is kind of whack.
Oh.
Sorry, Shane.
What now? Now I'm really thrown off.
Aaron bought his daughter a little Clipple. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
You want to hear something kind of funny about this? So they send
Not really.
they send. Well, too
Go ahead.
bad.
Too bad.
Too bad.
So sad.
I'm not bitter.
You know how they send out, what do they call it? Kind of like notes for reviewers, like reviewer notes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Make sure you get it
highlighted,
all right.
like
Yeah,
like they send you a link, and then there's like photos there if you want to use them.
yeah.
Just try to make the job easier. I think
Right,
a lot
yeah.
of times, especially if you're not trying to research the thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
No,
here's the
yeah, I know.
highlights, dude. If you're not going to do your own work, then here, at least say these things, right? But it's funny. They say one of the papers is like, what's the difference between the Wim Pro and the regular Wim right? And so it says like, oh, PFFB, right? The post filter feedback. And then it says, oh, different DACs, has Wi-Fi, whatever, 6E and something different Bluetooth. I forgot what else. Anyway, but the one thing is, I noticed, like the Ultra, it doesn't have AirPlay 2, right?
Oh,
You remember that?
yeah.
Remember how the Ultra didn't have AirPlay, right?
Right.
I just thought that was the Ultra.
Yeah. No.
But when I
Apparently
looked at
that's
this one also doesn't have AirPlay 2,
Mm.
but they forgot to leave that into that in the notes.
in the
you know?
notes that the notes you should talk about.
Con-
They should have
conveniently.
said in the notes like, oh yeah, by the way, this one doesn't have AirPlay 2.
yeah.
Here's a
At least be
question.
fair.
Did Weem add PEQ for the subwoofer? on the Weem app?
No, I hope they do though. I hope they're able to.
Yeah, that'd be nice if they could make it separate.
I have a video that I would like to do eventually. Have you tried out the Wim Mini?
No.
So
Can we call it the women?
Wim Mini?
Wimini.
Very inexpensive. I think right now it's like $75. It's on sale.
Okay. Is that an Amazon deal?
Amazon deal.
Can you
right?
send me the affiliate link over?
Yeah, yeah. You gonna make one for me?
Yeah, I'll make one for you and I'll post it here on the
Yeah,
page.
exactly. You
So-
make it for him.
So $75, right?
Yeah.
And it has analog 3.5 in, and then same thing, you can get a 3.5 to RCA adapter, right? Something
Mhm.
like that. But I was thinking it has 10 bands of PEQ. It's not per channel like the more expensive ones, but it's just 10 bands of PEQ. But for $75, that can act like an inexpensive mini DSP,
Mhm.
How so?
just for EQing the tonality of your speakers.
Oh, okay.
Like if you
Or
wanted
just
to
the
put
two
it,
speakers.
just the two speakers, it's not per speaker, but
Oh,
for $75, if you couldn't spend the $200 on the mini DSP 2x4 HD,
right.
the 200 something bucks, whatever. Maybe it's too much for you to, a little too complicated.
Sure.
You could get that Wim Mini and just run audio in analog and then audio out. And I tested the latency on it, and I couldn't even detect any latency. But that's like, I wasn't doing like hardcore testing just to see if could I notice a difference when I turn it on and off, and I couldn't. So yeah, I just thought that might be interesting. I haven't heard people talk about using it that way,
Yeah.
but you don't have to stream stuff through it. You can just have analog in that thing. Oh, dude, you'd laugh. We went to his the other guy's place that's near here. There's a bunch of like offices here.
Oh yeah.
We went to his friend's place. You know what he's rocking?
Oh,
He was rocking some Presonus Eris 3.5.
Really? I thought you were going to say Mika RB42s, but
No,
that's bad.
no, he was doing some audio stuff.
well, he's a film editor.
Yeah,
And he just happened to be doing some audio thing. He doesn't really do the audio stuff. I've walked in there and heard some weird shit that he was recording. I'm like, what is that? He's like, yeah, it's just placeholder audio. So
I
he
had to
doesn't
tell
really
him.
do.
Oh, I got you.
I had to tell him, bro. I told him, like, check out this video I made.
Yeah.
And it says like worst speakers.
Worst speakers ever.
Yeah.
So just FYI, we keep the same energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I say something bad, like we say it in person as well.
Exactly
right.
right.
That's right.
You sure you want to use those?
I said, oh man, that's funny. I'm like,
Yeah. And then Joe's like, do you have your U mic one here? Should we just fix it?
I was ready to get in there.
Speakers there. Real
Yeah.
quick.
I'd have leaned over, like looked in his ear. He'd have been like, "What are you doing?" I would be like, "I'm just checking to see if those are bleeding or not."
Yeah.
Speakers.
I think they fixed them though a little bit since you reviewed them.
Well, I hope so. I mean,
The
there's
treble
way they
was
can
not
make
as
them
hot.
worse.
The treble
Okay.
was just not as hot. It still had a big suck out there, but the
Yeah.
treble was definitely not as hot as what you showed on yours.
That's good.
Oh.
Like I said, I don't think they could have made it worse.
Yeah. Maybe they could. You never know.
I don't know, man.
It's pretty bad,
Maybe.
huh?
It is pretty bad.
Oh, okay. Fred wants to talk about the SB17 and some of the amazing tech that doesn't do anything new. You know what? Truthfully, people hate it when I talk about products that I don't have experience with.
Yeah.
They don't like it because, maybe Tim will make a video, SVS, and people want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that thing besides
I heard
what
it
I
at
see.
I heard it at what was it? Axpona?
Uh-huh.
No. Wait, where was I just at? Cedia. That's right. But there's just, their room is not really a crazy sealed room. There's all this other sound bleeding in from everywhere else. It's not really a good way for me to experience it, or anybody at a trade show.
Mm.
I mean, you can kind of get an idea, but at the end of the day, what are they doing? They are replacing the SB16 Ultra.
Is it a replacement?
Yeah. It's the SB17 Ultra.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Or
noticed.
Ultra SB17, whatever they call it.
Yeah, that makes sense because they sent out an email saying that the 16 was on sale. It was like, depending on which one you got, it was like $600 off or something like that. So
Right.
makes
It's a good time to buy a 16 Ultra because you
Yeah.
get a pretty fat discount. And And I even said that in my video because that was also another thing because it is the replacement. So if you're replacing one sub with the new sub, how much more better is the new one going to be?
I don't know. I think it's probably for somebody who was looking to buy subs, and they're like, "Here's a newer one."
There you go.
I don't think they expect anybody with the 16 to say, "Hey, you know what? I gotta trade up." You think
Some
so?
people in the comments were like, "I just bought 2 16s like 2 weeks ago." I was like, "Oh,
that's rough."
But I think
the SBS will take care of these guys, though.
Yeah, I'm sure
if it's that case, I'm sure you
that
call them up.
45-day return.
If
you
you're like,
bought them
guys,
if you bought them directly from SBS, if you bought them from somewhere else, you might be
Sorry.
SOL.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's a good proponent of buying directly from the manufacturer.
That's what I always say.
Yeah, right.
Like
today I bought my speakers from Monolith and not Target, not Target.
Target.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's kind of what about you, Aaron? Do you think that replacement stuff is going to be leaps and bounds better than the thing that they're going to replace? Or
I don't know, man. It's like with this 17 versus the 16. I haven't even looked at the specs to see. I'm assuming that the 17 will probably just play at least louder, but I don't know.
They have a lot of cool stuff in there, but it's like TVs. It's like, oh, you got the new Sony TV from last year. It's not really, difference from last year is not really that big of a jump. But
like Joe said that the Win Pro has a new version of Bluetooth and a new Wi-Fi. And it's like, I've never, ever paid attention to that stuff. Like ever. So it makes me wonder, am I the only one? Or do people really care about having Bluetooth version so and so? Like, I can understand if we're talking a 5-year or 10-year gap, but in 1 year, I don't understand if it's really that important or not.
I think if I were to guess, people are paying for the PFFB.
Yeah,
and
I can
that
see
leads to my question for you, which is, how would I test something like that? Like, what would be a good test to say, okay, I can hear a difference? Like, what kind of speakers can I use? Some like really weird speakers. Like, I have some speakers that are like 12 ohm speakers, maybe that something like that.
Probably something. Do you have a? Well, I think probably the easiest thing to do would just be to set up a microphone somewhere. You don't have to be near field or far field. You just do it wherever, and then have both of them ready to go, and then just switch out the cable on the back of the unit. Swap over from the pro to the non-pro and see if there's a measurable difference in the response.
Okay.
But you might have to do it with, you've got more than one kind of speaker around. So I was going to say, you might have to do it with a couple different speakers to see, because depending on the load, like some speakers may not really impact, it may not matter, but then other speakers might. And you're just going to have to kind of play around with that, I think.
Yeah, I have those 12 ohm like LS35A clones.
Yeah.
That are like super hard to drive. They're the only speakers that I've had to I've maxed out an amplifier. I'm like, still not loud enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would think that the ones that are harder to drive, as far as like if they're lower, like a higher load, so a lower number, so like 4 ohm or something like that. I think that's where there was more deviation. But then again,
really?
Yeah, I mean, it may not matter too much. You may just have to take maybe like 3 different kinds of speakers, set them up, set the mic up, measure them with both, and then move that speaker out of the way, bring the new one in, measure it with both, and just see if there's a measurable difference.
Okay.
All right. Very cool.
Will do.
Will you see better prices Black Friday on speakers and receivers than Prime days? I don't know, man.
Same, right?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Like who knows, man?
Well, it seems like the sale prices are pretty standard. Like when they have a big sale, they're kind of the same between Prime Day, that was this past summer, and then today, and then Black Friday prices usually, and it's always Polk, right? Like Polk is always on sale on Amazon.
JBL. No?
I didn't even look for JBL today. I was looking for stuff I've reviewed, but I didn't think to check JBL.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. So what does Angela say?
Yeah, you bought Christmas gifts today for the girls.
Oh, Awesome.
There you
He's
go.
like, he has no idea. Look at him. He's been in traffic all day. I think Angela might have bought some presents for the girls.
Yes.
Wendell asks, where can I get a tone generator to identify what speaker is what? Is that
You use
this?
your app. You can download an app on your phone.
How many speakers? How many speakers do you want to do? If it's just left and right,
Just left and right.
you can just use an app on your
app
phone.
on your phone, yeah.
If you're trying to do more than that, 7-channel you can do with REW up to 7.1.
Yep.
You need to get access to the heights. Spatial audio calibration toolkit
I think
is
he already
one.
has a toolkit. Yeah.
So, I think there's others that people download. They download like some test tones. Depends on which test tones you need.
Yep.
True
that. Can Magic Beans export PEQ directly to a processor, depending, of course, on whether the processor has a web interface?
So it totally depends on whether the system can import target curves in general. So Odyssey Multi-Q-X can import target curves. Dirac can import target curves. Multi-Q, or not Multi-Q. Oh, so Multi-Q-X, Dirac, Mini DSP, you can import a file. Trying to think which others. Some of the computer-based ones.
To identify my height channels. Wendell, don't you already have the spatial audio calibration toolkit? I think you do, right?
Yeah.
If so, then that's that's the only thing you can use, really.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that?
So
where did I? Oh no, there it is. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, you can import directly, and I'm trying to talk to Trinov,
yeah,
to allow an import for their users who've spent lots of money.
A lot of money.
Have to manually enter every band for every speaker.
Yeah. I think I got a call with them in November. So
I talked to John yesterday.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm trying to make it happen.
Trying to make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we're doing.
And then
we're trying to make it happen.
Of course, I'm trying to make it happen over there at Denon and Marantz also, but they have some craziness going on.
There's something happening over there,
right? People getting ousted,
Yep.
CEOs getting ousted.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What the heck?
What's going on there? We have to wait till see what happened, what falls out.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the new Dayton Audio UMI 18-22 Ultimax 2? What the heck is that?
You have any experience with Ultimax, Aaron?
Yeah, I used to have their 12 and their 15, and I built an enclosure for them at my old house. Yeah, I mean they were pretty legit, man.
Good drivers, huh?
Yeah, but I haven't seen anything about these ones that this guy's talking about.
Have you ever seen that Focal woofer that looks all crazy?
Talking about the ones with all the different stacked magnets underneath it, or not stacked magnets, but all the magnets
really
going around
weird,
it.
man.
Yeah, that one. The one I'm thinking of is like the old car audio one.
Is this it? UMI 1812 Ultimax 2 18-inch DVC subwoofer.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
anything
it's gotta
about
be
it
it.
other than it's an 18.
Have you ever seen I'm all going off topic, but while you're looking at that, have you seen a driver that doesn't have a surround? Not surround, sorry. A spider. Doesn't have a spider.
Oh, it doesn't have a spider. I want to say that Accuton makes ones that don't have a traditional spider. And they're not like woofers, they're mid-range drivers. I've seen some too that don't have a surround or much of a surround. It's a B&W. It's like the FAST driver is what they call it, but it's like hardly any surround.
A fast driver.
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's something like that. It's been a long time.
You just said FAST. I'm like, fast?
Well, it's an acronym for something. So
I know, yeah, obviously, but
I
don't want to say it out loud.
Yeah, it's funny the way you said it.
Can you help me understand? Okay.
That's like you saying, come on, that's like saying SHUT UP, Chana. Like what?
Whatever,
oh, shut up. Okay, it's a fast driver.
Look, you keep talking.
Driver.
Keep talking, buddy.
Hey, you're the one that wants to hang out with me at Expona.
Whatever.
Hey, can you explain to me?
Not anymore.
I mean, I'm sure you know. Why does that one driver that I don't like the look of, why does it have to look like that? I'm sure it does something. Which one is it?
What are you talking about?
You talking about the Purify?
Purify. Why does it? Why does
that
it surround?
weird surround thing.
What
Yeah.
about that makes it better? Because it doesn't look like it would.
Well,
You know what I
so
mean?
I've got an interview with one of the guys who designed it. So if you really want to know, you can watch that. But
Okay.
basically, it helps control the linearity from in throughout. So if you think about it, like most rubber surrounds, they look completely different going outward than they do inward. And so the thinking there is that it's not holding the drivers or the voice coil like in place in the same way at maximum excursion out versus in. So because of that, there's nonlinearities, and then those nonlinearities show up as distortion, right? So the way that thing is designed, it's like a mirror opposite above and below. Like if you look from underneath it as well as look at from the top of it, and so that keeps the excursion or that keeps the voice coil in the same position at max excursion versus min under excursion. Min in stroke.
It's just so
So-
interesting because that's not the shape I would expect. Like if you ran a simulation with it and like what's the best possible shape,
Yeah.
and it came up with that, I'd be like, nope, something's wrong here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there's more to it than that, but that's what I can remember from that conversation. I would really have to go back and look
So
at that again.
because that is the weirdest looking shape. Like it's all stepped. Okay,
Yeah.
I believe him though.
All right. So to answer your question, I don't really have an answer, but 4-layer 3-inch flat wound voice coil staggering 1200 watts RMS. That sounds pretty.
I'm
Pretty
just curious
dope.
what the difference is between that one and that looks like it's an MK2, right? So what's the MK1 look like? I mean, not look like, but what's the difference? What's the new version supposed to do? That's what
I
I'd
don't
be
know.
curious to know. And they probably don't tell you that there, but they should.
Improved excursion capability, lower distortion, higher power handling, better efficiency, and increased
All the
output.
things that you would want, right? I mean, of
In
course,
this FAST driver.
Shinier mag.
fast, Chana,
It's
fast.
Mhm.
Get it right.
I mean, it's everything that they would want you to know that it's better than the old one. I have no idea. It's gonna provide you some mind-blowing bits. My mind was blasted. It blasted my mind. Didn't blow my mind.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm starting to get delirious. All right.
All
What's going on here? Somebody said something pretty funny here.
No,
Where to
nobody
go?
said anything funny. Not even remotely funny.
No, I wanted to respond to somebody said something. Where is it? Where did it go? I don't know. Oh, here it is. Hi, Natalie. Thanks for watching with your dad. Hi. All right. Nothing.
Hi.
Nothing. You guys, come
Hi.
on.
Hi, Natalie.
Sorry,
There you go.
Natalie.
Sorry, I was looking
What's
at some speakers. I didn't mean to be rude.
So mid-bass maestro asked, did the Kef blade sound good with Pro Logic music?
I don't know who that. Chana, is he
Really,
asking
that
you? I
question
didn't
for
know
you.
I didn't know you've heard the Kef Blades, man.
I don't have Pro Logic though. That's you.
It was mixed down to 2-channel. I didn't have 5 channels of blades.
Come on.
Mid-bass
Come on.
maestro. I tell you what, you two kiss my
You
butt.
got you two will be the 2 youngest at Expona. Oof,
Yeah, we might just be.
that's rough.
Nah, there's some kids
Aaron's
there.
the younger.
No,
He's the
yeah,
youngest.
there were some younger guys there, and there were some older guys there, but there were some younger guys there.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta say it though, like there were a lot of older guys there, and I talked to some of them, and I think I mentioned it before here that some of those guys, that's the big show that they go to because they've retired, they saved up a lot of money, they want to spend all of their money on this one nice system, so that's the only place that they can go to see all these different designs
Listen, yeah.
under one roof, right? But I'm just thinking, man, it sucks like to have to wait until you probably can't hear that well, in order to buy like this great thing.
At least in the highs. Maybe that's why all those speakers are uber bright. It's for some fucking old fuckers that can't hear anymore.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, that's a way to put it.
Joe's like,
No,
I
I'm
didn't
just
say that.
burping.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not going that far. I'm just thinking.
I mean, where were we at? Were we at the show? Joe had his little microphone that plugs in.
Oh my god, that one system that was super bright.
You're like, look at
Holy
that.
crap.
He's like measuring it with his magic beans. Hey, that's what we need to do.
Actually, he would I give it away too much? He commented on Aaron, just so you know, he commented on a recent Sean Olive post on Facebook with his speakers saying like, oh, I can't, because the comment was about Sean Olive saying something about like, you know, people listening on headphones, and
Yeah.
you mentioned like, oh, you can't replace listening on speakers.
Okay.
So
I don't understand why there seems to be that little bit of a dust up between them. I mean, I don't.
what do you mean? I didn't see anything.
Oh,
No,
I mean,
I didn't
I
see
don't-
anything. I just saw he posted about like I think they were headphones or in-ear monitors, and then this person commented about, you know, you can't replace like the feeling of listening on speakers.
that's.
And
I mean,
I've heard this person's speakers and I'm like, holy crap, they were so
Oh.
bright.
oh, okay. I'll have to
So
go look
bright.
at this then.
They were so bright. And I don't think anybody commented, but I just thought it was funny. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm
Stop
now
making
I'm
speakers.
looking to see what's going on here. I want
You
to
should
know.
look at the
they're
comments on
gigantic
screen.
speakers.
I'm not okay. I'm on Sean's page. I'm scrolling, man. I'm just not. You'll have to PM it to me.
Jonathan said your Tesla doesn't bump.
Hey, man, my Tesla freaking bumps, bro.
I mean, in the Tesla you were driving, you almost bumped into a whole lot of
Yeah,
things.
I
like
bumped
other
onto the
cars.
railroad track and parked there for a minute, and you guys were like, "Oh, please move off the railroad track." I'm like, bro. Number one, do you think that I'm going to sit on this railroad track and see a train coming and not move? Like, really?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of mental state you're in, just parking on a railroad track with a car full of people.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
what
could
kind of
see the
mental
tracks
state
went
you're in.
forever. I could have seen that there was a train coming.
I don't even know if you could see, bro.
I can
Like,
see. I'm not
You
that
can
old.
Totally. Well, you can hear very well, so you got to have.
I
one
know.
sense
Well, that's
not
why I
there.
rolled the windows down.
Oh, great!
I was like, we can
great,
hear them coming.
Great.
I was like, trying to
Oh.
get out and put your hand on the track, see if you can feel any vibration.
You want to get me
Oh, man.
electrocuted, this guy.
Electrocuted.
What else?
I'm
What else we
electrocuted
got?
in the face.
When you're old, the highs are rolled off big time. Yeah, see, maybe that's the whole point. They're tailoring it to their audience, their product to their audience. Dudes that can't hear, so they gotta make it super bright, right? Because they're old.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So my point was I didn't intend to leave it there. I meant to wrap it all up by saying that. So what I am promoting is, instead of waiting until you're retired to spend your money, spend it all now, man. Just put on a credit card, go in debt. Enjoy it while you can. Deal with it when you're 50 or 60. Then you can deal with your credit card debt at 20-something% APR. But enjoy it while you can.
This is not a financial advising podcast.
This is 100%. I'm gonna get Michael on here, and I'm gonna listen to you two go back and forth. Joe knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do.
Joe's
Too
just
bad
being
they don't
quiet.
have a tax deduction when your speakers are over a certain weight.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know what I mean? If you would be
Yep.
like, dude, you guys got to get these new Arendals,
Yep.
you know?
I like because Michael's like, yeah, we're still driving an old Explorer from like 2001 or something, and Shauna's like, man, you gotta change it up. You got to get you a 2023 Audi, and you can write that stuff off. And Michael's like, no, I'm good, bro. And then Joe's just tagging me, Aaron, you watching this?
All I see is
Well,
you.
he was driving around and then complaining that he has to get the car fixed. I'm like, dude, come on. You're driving around doing home theater tours. That's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah. So
Shut up,
anyway,
Dave Ramsey.
Yeah.
so anyway, before you get like 60 and you can't enjoy your speakers anymore, charge it all on a credit card, and then figure out, like, you can file for bankruptcy. I don't know if it's 10 or 11, whichever one you got to do for your own self, and just enjoy the speakers now, man.
I think it's chapter 11. Yeah.
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 one of
So,
those.
I always feel bad because I'm like, you could just buy some less expensive speakers, EQ them, and
No.
they'll probably sound better, but they don't care
Joe,
about that. They don't
No,
want
man,
that.
it's not
You
high
can't,
five
you
enough.
can't buy $200 speakers and expect they're going to perform like $20,000.
No, then buy the I don't know, $10,000 ones
And then EQ them up to the $20,000 ones?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
or the $5,000 ones.
As long as you pay the IRS your tax money, You don't worry about the credit card companies. Let them send people after you, but you got to pay the IRS because they will come and get you and throw you in jail. But the credit card companies, I don't think they're going to do that.
No, they'll just at the end of the day, they sell your debt off to somebody else and you can pay it off for less. So you can wait for that to happen.
Yeah, you can consolidate all of your debts. You got an audio
one
advice
low monthly payment.
Yeah, you got an audio advice credit, you got a Crutchfield credit, you got a Best Buy credit. Like you just consolidate them all into one low monthly payment.
Aaron's audio credit corner.
Yep.
Aaron's credit corner.
Yep, exactly. There you go. I hope nobody takes any of this seriously.
The Wesley Snipes School of Economics. What does even that mean, Slim?
That's what I'm saying. You pay your taxes, then you'll be fine.
So this is to the group, to everybody out there. Write down on the comment here, who do you think is the biggest shill in audio? Just put the names down because I can't say it. Right? So you can put my name, you can put Chana, you can put Aaron if you want. But like honestly, who do you think is the biggest shill? And I'm not even saying that. Honestly, I'm not even saying that as like a bad thing. Right? It just like these people make money. But what do you guys think? I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys have to say in the comments, just because we don't get to talk to you all the time.
He's
you know what I mean?
Here's what it is. He wants to start some beef because he and I have been hanging out and we've been talking. And
Start
we're like,
some
when we're in person, man, oh, you watch out. Once Aaron's in the mix and then Tim's gonna be there being like, come on, guys, let's go
Come
eat.
on. Hey.
And let's stop watching
It's not
white speakers.
We got a super chat from Otto.
Super chat. Otto,
and Otto, thank you for the super chat, and you are welcome for the financial advice that I just gave you. So I wish you had spent your $5 on your credit card bill so you could buy the expensive speakers, but I appreciate it. We appreciate it. You sending it this way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I won't put any names don't put any names from other people. Let it stay in the chat. But I like the one where he says, at least the Daily HiFi guys are shilling their own stuff.
Oh,
something
really?
like that. I think Paul said that.
I shill my stuff too.
I mean,
I shill my stuff to you guys. I'm just like, hey, I'm thinking about getting this camera. Here's the affiliate link to it. Open it up.
Don't put it on screen.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. All of them. Man. Paul said all of them.
All of them.
All right. All of them. That includes us. That includes us.
I can't get behind this.
Michael, not falling for that again.
Okay. At least the
Grave Danger saying himself.
Grave Danger says Grave. He said Elon. Oh, Elon does post a lot of deals.
Oh yeah.
He posts lots of. He's trying to help you guys out.
He's trying to help you guys out. He's also doing a lot with acoustics, so he's getting a lot more stuff in.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put anybody on blast here. I'm just saying I'm kind of curious to see what people think and like what's the level that you guys find annoying. Like what level's like, all right, I guess this is
what about this one?
Yeah, because this is all opinion, right? Everybody just has an opinion. Okay.
I don't mind if it's done in an honest, blatant way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? I'm okay with
blatant.
That.
So more blatant, the better.
Yeah.
I think it's, here's this link. If you want to buy it, please buy it to this link.
Here's spatialcd.com. Buy this thing. It helps out me and Joe.
Grave Digger says Shauna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Shauna?
That's you.
That's not how you spell my name.
I don't know who Shauna is.
Shayna. That's Shayna.
Shayna.
Maybe Shayna Lee.
All
GR does annoy me.
Shayna Lee is like Shane Lee's.
Buy my product upgraded. GR. Viagra's on credit.
Hey, no. Look, everybody's got to do their own thing.
It all goes back to Dream Media.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Zach is awesome. Me and Zach always have a great time together.
Zach's a good dude.
Shilling. Yeah. Whatever. I'm just curious, just feedback from you guys, right?
Gerald Undone. He's the
I would love to shill out some stuff just for fun. Just to see if I could actually do it. I want to see how well I could do it. Like if I don't know. I just want to see. Like just go all out. Just say like, hey, seriously, you guys, whatever issues you're having right now in life, whatever they are.
Fire toolkit. It'll solve all your problems.
Yeah. And
InstantCD.com.
and then go get a credit card with a really big limit and then buy your dream speaker setup.
And I'd say, like, if there were speakers that say, hey, you know, there's a guy out there. I think Aaron's his name, something like that. He measures stuff with a clipple. It doesn't matter because these particular speakers, whatever's happening in your life, these speakers will solve all your issues. And he can't measure that on the clipple.
No, you can't.
You know?
No.
So
Not at
let
all.
me know when he can measure happiness.
Yes.
See?
Yeah, he can't
How's
measure
that? Pretty
happiness.
good?
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
pretty good.
all right.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Dude, I'm ready to buy a
Thank you,
spatial
thank you.
audio toolkit now after that.
That one dude that's a DJ keeps trying to peddle some spatial calibration, some special calibration. That's a special.
Oh yeah, I think it would be fun, man. I feel like shilling is fun.
I like
You know?
what Reverend Slim says.
How could I shill? How could I shill on my channel? Like, can I have like a special like an episode, like, you know, maybe like a series where it's all for sure shill stuff.
Mhm. What is the correct amount of tacos? For me, it's like 3. If we're talking
Joe and shill.
Joe and Shill.
Joe and
Where's
Shill.
that?
I could do Joe and shill.
Am I like way behind on
Yeah,
this?
you are.
Oh gosh. Where is it?
Joe and shill. I could do a Joe and shill. It's so fun to just
Correct
you know,
amount of tacos is 3. I'm with Shauna or Shauna.
3 tacos.
Yeah, 3
Hey,
is
do you think you could shill out some
Netflix
speakers?
and Chill.
probably do it.
Aaron? Like,
could
all right,
probably-
so let's say
Oh, you're gonna put me on the spot?
yeah, PreSonus Eris 3.5. Why should I get those?
Yeah, because they're like really cheap and they can sit on your desk. Oh, they sound really detailed, and it's like the tonality is a lot different than other speakers because it sounds really dark in the mid range, but really transparent in the high frequency area. So things
Right.
like cymbals and like details, all those stuff, like it really just pops out of the mix, and it's like, oh wow,
You know-
like, that sounds amazing.
You,
It's super
you know why you can
resolving.
trust Aaron? I'll tell you guys why you can trust Aaron. He's
Yeah.
horrible at lying.
I can't do it, man.
He's terrible.
I
That
am.
was
I suck at
horrible,
this,
bro.
man. I'm
I
terrible.
would say you're pretty much a genius at all the measurement stuff and all pretty much
Yeah.
everything that you choose to do.
And I do. Yeah.
But I put you on the spot, so it's my fault. That was not good.
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
have
wasn't- I could
nobody,
work on that.
nobody's buying on that.
I could work on
nobody was tempted at all right now.
No, yeah, I know it, man. I really got to work on that.
So how
I'm
about you? You
disappointed
think you
in
could show
myself,
something out?
honestly.
Like straight up, like no shame, all out. Let's say, yeah, all out. Let's see. This is how you guys know.
The sofa baton.
Okay,
The sofa baton that I got like 4 years ago and never made a video about it. That's the fucker you need to buy. That shit is amazing. And it's only because you can't get it to work. Like, it's the best paperweight I've ever seen. And it holds my papers in place on my nightstand all the time.
he's also horrible.
Yeah, that wasn't too good, man.
I don't know why I can't fucking make some shit up. How do I make
No,
some
and I'm
shit
with
up?
you.
It doesn't make any sense. It's like, dude, this thing's horrible. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't
You
want
got-
you to buy it.
You got to look right
How?
at the camera. You got to get serious. Like, you go like,
I'm trying to look
Just
around.
Give me something, bro.
Here. Oh,
Give me something.
detailed.
what about
highs.
these headphones? Where's the
Headphones. Give me
go?
those headphones. We're gonna do this, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Detailed highs,
There.
resolving.
These headphones?
Yeah.
These right here?
Yeah.
I feel like it's that scene. You want me to sell this pen?
So sell me this pen.
Sell me this pen?
Sell me these headphones.
What are these?
These
J-
are the J-Lab J-Buds Mini.
All right, look at this.
Oh, I see what Chana's doing. He's just trying to get you to do the review for him.
All right, see this? J-Buds Mini. You guys see this?
Cover the face. There you go.
These are the J-Buds Mini. You like this color? Black?
Or it's like a.
No? Well, you can get pink.
You can also get like green. There's like 5 colors for these things. Yeah.
Your choice of colors.
What more?
How do they sound?
What more could you want?
Who cares?
Who cares? At $30?
Do you care? Really? You just want to make sure. Do you want to wear the white like everybody else? Or do you want to show that you have sense of style? You know?
Look at this. Look at this. You can put it on your keychain. You got headphones with you wherever
Watch
you
this.
go. These are the world's smallest earbuds. I gotta cover my face.
You guys are doing a
Angela,
really bad
Angela, can you
job
ask
right
Remy
now.
if she wants these? Ask her if she wants these. They're pink.
No, that's a Christmas present.
no, no, shh. Don't tell.
Oh snap!
Just kidding. So
Give it
yeah,
away, man.
all different colors. You know
$30.
what I mean?
$30. You know how much I spend on 3 tacos? $30. I could have bought headphones.
Hey, that's pretty dope. Look at how these are so small. That's pretty USB-C.
USB-C.
Look at how tiny these things
Charge
are.
it. Yeah.
These things are tiny.
Tiny.
Dang, that's magnetic. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. These are tiny. These are
tiny,
awesome.
yeah.
So
Fell asleep.
all different colors.
What did I
Fell
miss?
asleep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Go for home equity loan. That's even better.
It's so fun. It's so fun. I want to chill on my channel. Seriously.
do it.
I want to try to find a way to do it.
There's a
And
volume for it?
and everyone be on board and just know like, oh, this dude is straight up like just not saying anything truthful in here.
I think you
There
can
may be some truthful stuff in there, but you got to figure it out. It's like a game, you know. So, like half of it is truth and half of it is just not.
2/3.
What Shill Saturdays? It just feels good.
Those headphones even have a stereo option.
I get it. You know what I mean?
Why
Like,
you spoon so much? I don't know, Grave Danger. I don't know. Yeah, $30 for 3 tacos. That's pretty expensive.
yeah. Anyway, that's it. You know what I've sold a lot of actually? That
What
I
is it?
think I've sold a lot of?
What's that?
The DJI Pocket 3.
Oh.
Every time I'm out with that thing, they're like, hey, what is that thing?
Yeah.
What is that thing? Oh, and then they'll go and like look it up. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna just
We were at NAM and the people were like, yo, what is up with that? What is that? Is that a camera? Like, yeah. And they're like, we go into a full-on demo. Like, you can do this, you can do this. We're like, oh,
yeah.
it's amazing. Amazing.
Amazing.
Should we chill out our Patreon? By the way, I didn't say thanks to
To who?
the starred one. To
Otto.
Otto. I know you did, but I didn't. So
Aaron did also, yeah.
thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate you. It's not the
Right.
first time I've seen you here either. So
No.
thank you.
Definitely not.
I think we should
Definitely Notto.
you
Sorry.
guys
It's bad.
yeah.
Bad.
You need to go to
Crazy.
bed, man.
I think we
Working
should
too hard.
chill out our after show. How about that?
Chill
Let's
it.
do that.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. If you guys want to join the crew and go to the after show, go to crew.dailyhifi.com and then do this video chat with us. And yeah, because we'll answer some questions and also fuck around a lot. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you want to support the channel, pick up some merch, go to shop.dailyhifi.com. And of course, if you didn't want to see our ugly faces anywhere, you can just listen to the audio version at anchor.fm/dailyhifi. What happened?
Slim. Join the after show where you mostly listen to Fred and maybe get to talk once or twice.
He says, I say that with love. Well, you know, it's a funny story.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, God. Oh.
Hilarious.
Is there going to be food at the end? Just not tacos because they're bloody expensive.
We're gonna go get some food. I'll probably just hop on the after show with the phone and then
Oh.
Mm.
So Joe tried a factor meal because Joe's like, I need to eat something. So I brought some extra factor meals. What do you think?
and I'll tell you guys.
Shilling time.
These factor meals, they come out to about $13. So if you consider you gotta make a meal, you gotta go shopping, you gotta cook, you have to know how to cook, and then you gotta clean up. And yeah, do you know how many calories that is? The thing that you made? Probably not. But you can get one of these factor meals and $13. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're delicious. You get in shape. This guy's getting in shape, right? When he moved down here, he was getting a little bit big because, you know, moms was feeding him all kinds of stuff. But with a little bit of working out,
Oh, yeah.
these factor meals,
Factor meals.
right?
Oh, and then there's the app.
And he's got an app and the spatial audio calibration toolkit.
Oh, and that.
That's
Can't
one
forget
big
that.
deal. iPhone, G Drive, Coca-Cola. Buy it all. I'll have links in the description.
You know the difference between wants and needs, right? You guys know the difference between wants and needs?
Do not.
Everyone needs to eat. Everyone needs to get Factor 75.
You know,
Use code
the needs are just
TechnoDad.
eating, sleeping, going to the bathroom. I guess, you know, just those are their basic needs, right? But having some delicious food, that's a want.
Mm-hmm.
Life is
Right.
not all about needs.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes the wants, the fun part, that's what living's all about. So don't deprive yourself of delicious food. Go to
Factor75.com. Use the code Techno Pants.
What?
Get
got-
some- he woke up. Hey, stupid mofo. Sincerely, Syria. What is that? What is that? I saw you type about. Quickly tell us what that is before we get out of here.
No,
Yeah.
don't. I'm tired. I'm leaving, man. I need a nap. You guys bore me to death with your shilling. Except for Joe. Joe's
sleepy.
shilling.
He-
I'm gonna cover my face.
he's still a little bit tired because he has not yet utilized the spatial audio calibration toolkit.
God.
You want to change your life? You want to? How happy does Aaron look at this particular moment? It's because he's not holding the spatial audio calibration toolkit. If you go pick that thing up. I know it's near you, right?
It is. I was
Somewhere
thinking
around-
about that. It's.
All right, let's see. Look at this.
I'm gonna have to be going for a minute. Hold on.
Watch. Here you go. Watch this.
Oh, Syrian food. Okay.
You guys are gonna see. You guys are gonna see what happens. All right. Syrian food. What?
Yeah, in Pasadena.
Oh, okay.
He mentioned it earlier. Sincerely, Syria. Here it is. Wait, no.
And I don't know why you guys are still here. We're supposed to leave. I'm just here because I see some of you guys are still in here. And Aaron's taking a minute, huh?
Look, SACT
He could've-
cured his male pattern baldness.
Yeah.
Aaron's been using it.
Yeah. In the amount of time he took to get that, could have done a calibration by now.
All right.
That's
So
what happens.
before spatial audio calibration toolkit, it was like this.
Mm.
But
Mm.
after it's like
It's a,
notice it's still got the plastic wrapping on it too.
it's a collector's item, baby.
It is.
It's a collector's item.
I'm sad that y'all didn't autograph it before you sent it.
Do you see the smile on his face though? It's genuine. That's a
This is
genuine
Shilling.
smile. Thumbnail. That's Shilling. That's Shilling. Oh, hey, if you get that, hey, that's money right there.
Chilling
Yeah.
like a villain.
Hey, Tim, please screenshot that.
Screenshot that.
And then we'll put a fake.
I haven't
quote
even
right
taken it
underneath
out of the plastic wrap yet.
You know how you go to these websites and they have quotes from people?
Oh
They
yeah.
have, like a quote from your video, like some random quote. I'm like,
Oh,
did
yeah.
I really say that?
Mhm,
I don't
yeah.
think I said that.
Yeah.
So just put Tim, put the thing and have Aaron say,
Look.
no need.
Hold
No,
on, hold on, slow. He's like, you can give
Oh
us
no. Hold on. Perfect.
Yeah, all right. Hey, we gotta get
Perfect.
out of here. We're rich now. We're rich now, baby.
We're yeah.
We're rich now.
Rich. Everybody shield our products. Woo!
Hey, I want a cut. I want 10%.
Well, you know, we can work something out.
Use
Yeah.
code Aaron
Well, I mean,
Shill.
it was great exposure for you and your YouTube channel.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get a lot of views,
a,
and that's
a
how
lot,
you make your money. All the views.
a lot.
Well, you guys are awesome. Everybody who hung out and is still here after all this craziness. What the heck? You guys are real. You guys are real ones, and I hope to see you guys at an event.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
hang out, and we'll all shill together as
Yeah.
one.
We can be shilling like villains.
Yes.
Feeling like villains. I like it.
Get some sleep.
Go to
We're gonna
night.
go get
Night.
something to eat.
Take
Yeah.
a nap.
Thank you guys for hanging out so much.
Do it again.
If you're watching on the replay and want to be part of this, man, see, this is what happens when you and I are in the same room together.
I was going to say, yeah, this is y'all's fault.
This is all. So if all three of us are in the room, it would be like I don't even think we can get through.
We'd never get anything done. Hey, and remember, everybody, don't wait until you're old. Buy it now on your credit card.
Hey, that's one thing. He's got persistence.
he's gonna eat a factor meal out of this SACT disc case. Great.
Yeah, hey, you can use your credit card to buy the Spatial Audio Calibration Toolkit.
That's right.
Enjoy
Thank
it
you
now
so
while
much.
you're young, because when you're 60, you won't be able to hear shit.
A quote of the night.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for hanging out. Make sure to like and subscribe and whatever. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. Have a great night.
Eating time.
Holla!